I put a real half-hearted effort. And everybody I was talking to, they were saying, well, you said you need $100,000. You said you need $200,000 to run for city council. In reality, where am I going to get $100,000 from? Who am I going to get $200,000 from? You know, we ain't got that in our community. But the money, for me, the concept of the money that I would be able to get, because what we don't talk about, when you get that $200,000, where does that money go to? It goes to the advertisement. It helps maintain this good old boy system. So again, we have to change the mindset of those who are running. You know, those who are running, they think they're better than the community. I mean, because you run for a city office doesn't make you a leader of my neighborhood, a leader of my community. It doesn't. When you have not done anything, you know, leadership comes from something that you earn, not just something that you're given. And so we have to stop letting the media tell us who our leaders are. We have to stop. We have to create a new formula. Like for me, you know, again, and one of the challenges other folks, you know, running around for office, you know, hiring the young people in the community. You know, we got $100,000. We can put some folks to work. We can put some formerly incarcerated men to work. We got some quality new banners. You know, we can support his banners. You know, we got folks that sell coffee. You know, when we do coffee, I mean, so we're circulating that money in our community. So even I don't get elected, the community won. Because we use these resources to invest in the community. So that's a different mindset, a different concept. That's not about the individual, but about the collective.
Any other questions? Okay.
Well, I heard you say that you store some goods, some kind of saying you be saying. I want you to break it down. I never heard you break it down before.
You're talking about restoring the neighbor back to the hood?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a simple concept, man. Us being neighbors with each other, us loving each other, us caring for each other. Again, we all can remember vividly when you can go and say, Ralph, man, can I get some sugar? Can I get some Kool-Aid? But again, that's part of it where we've been so disconnected. I mean, when our kids play with each other, they might fight today and they friends tomorrow. I mean, those are part of the black experience. But again, we've gotten so disconnected from each other that we see each other as enemies. You know, where somebody can pull up with a U-Haul truck and like, I thought you was moving. No, man, I just moved in. Right. And all my stuff gone. What happened? But again, we're not caring for each other. Again, and those are some of the, when we talk about like stopping crime, those are how you prevent crime, by having a strong community. No, because again, when I broke in a house, it was a house that I knew that nobody bothered. I mean, that was the mindset. So again, if you create a strong community of individuals that's loving each other, you have a better community. And also, you know, for me, when I think about the word hood, you know, it was a code word for being black. It was a code word for being tough. Now, the reality of the hood is gangsters, thugs, drug sellers. You know, like Puffy, he'll come on and say, I'm from the hood. Puffy, you ain't been in Brooklyn, I don't know how long. You don't know what the hood looks like no more. Right. But also, what you're doing, you're legitimizing that lifestyle, which is nothing but a death style. So when we talk about restoring the neighbor back to the hood, again, we're talking about mothers, fathers, a working community. You know, taking pride, and not saying we don't have problems, but we're able to resolve our problems. Because again, if I see you as my brother versus my enemy, when we fight, my mentality is not to kill you. My mentality is, man, you stop me, you bust my nose, I ain't gonna talk to you for a while, we'll get over it. Because that's what neighbors do, that's what brothers do, that's what men and women do.
All right, are there any further questions? To remind you that this is his latest book, Redemptive Soul, and it's today only for $15. I think I saw your hand, yeah.
I got a question. I missed the majority of it, so I don't know if you touched on it yet. Like as far as restoring the neighbor back to the hood, for someone who's trying to implement that in their neighborhood, how do they start? Like, what's the way to start? With the mentality that the neighborhoods have now, how do we get the healing process going?
It's about building relationships, and the process of it is pacing ourselves. Fortunate for me, a lot of things I was able to do. I had a head start in Zone 8 because I had relationships there. So a lot of times we want to do things without building the relationships. So again, like a lot of things, people who deal with me or want to deal with me is because of my relationship. They may personally don't like me, but it's because of my relationships with my community and the numbers that it represents. They have no choice but to deal with me. But again, if you have no relationship and are not tied to the fabric as that community, you cannot begin to institute a neighborhood, institute the work of a neighborhood. So you're opposing versus coming out of that neighborhood.
All right, any further? If not, we want to thank everyone for coming. This is the beginning of what we hope to be multiple conversations like this around the city with Yusef. We will be doing, I know, at least 3 recreation centers, and we'll be doing some other